Hello everyone and welcome to our weather updates on the 13th of December 2023. So starting off with our UKV 5-day forecast. So this morning we are seeing some nice dry sunny spells, especially through central areas with some clouds in the east and west. The clouds in the east should give way to sunshine while the cloud in the west becomes thicker as they goes on, with some hazy sunshine in the west, more possible as we see some high stratus clouds coming in from the west ahead of some patchy rain that will arrive in the evening. Through the overnight hours, then tomorrow night we will see this rain moving eastwards, then dying out over the UK into Thursday morning. Behind that, on Thursday, we see a nice day of sunshine and some clouds. A few showers possible. A few showers possible in the north. Otherwise, it's dry. Then into Friday, we start off possibly with some hazy sunshine in the east. Otherwise, it goes cloudy quite quickly through the day, and we see some rain in the north, mostly light and patchy. Into Saturday even, we see mainly cloudy skies with some bright spells and some patchy drizzle, especially in the west and south and north. Into Sunday, we see the risk of rain coming south on these moisture-laden southwesterly winds. So, looking at the temperature forecast for the next 5 days, we can see that today, Wednesday, highest temperatures of around 5 in the north up to around 8 in the west. Tonight, we see a frost over the UK, but we are protected from frost by an area of cloud and rain. So, temperatures tonight staying up at around 5 to 8 degrees. Actually, very similar to the highs on Wednesday today. Tomorrow, Thursday, temperatures reaching 7 or 8 degrees quite widely, nothing severe. Friday morning, possibly a touch of frost in the south, where we see these blue shades, otherwise between about 3 and 8 degrees, miles in the west. Through Friday, temperatures rise. So by Friday at about 3 p.m, coolest in the east at around 10 degrees, miles in the west towards 12 degrees, possibly 13 in some localized areas. Into Friday night, very mild nights, between 9 in the east and 11 in the west. Saturday, again, very mild, 10 to 12 or 13 degrees. Saturday nights, again, mild, 9 to 11. And then Sunday itself, very mild, low double digits, and this mild weather should continue. This is the NAO index observed and GFS forecasted, and basically, as I said before, if we have a positive index above 0 here, we see the Azores high and the Icelandic low strong and pushing in the zonal westerly winds, vice versa for a blocked and cold pattern. And we currently are a bit above neutral. It will rocket to very strongly positive levels as shown by these ensembles. These are the red lines, and the mean of ensembles, this black dash line. Very extremely positive NAO, so very zonal after mid-month. And we had this very strongly negative phase of the NAO here around the turn of the month. That was with the cold spell. So, basically the opposite of what we saw here. Very mild, very westerly, and wet and windy. Here's the GFS 12Z run then. So, moving forward, you can see that today, Wednesday, we're seeing a day of dry weather with some sunshine, especially in the east. And Thursday, again, dry day with westerly winds and sunshine and clouds. Friday, there's also to our south strengthening, starting to drag up this very mild long approach southwesterly winds. That brings some cloud with it. Some rain as well. And through the weekends, we see the increasing risk of rain, especially in the west and north. Closest to these areas of low pressure to the north. After this, we see a cold front come through on Monday, and we see cooler air as a result through Tuesday, Wednesday next week, with a flat westerly winds, but from more of a cooler source. Then we see heights rising towards Canada, and we see a deep cold trough towards Scandinavia, and these combine to push in this very cold northwesterly winds for Christmas. And we see an area of low pressure engagement with it, so fun and games, but obviously, too far out. Too far out. Anyway, beyond that, Boxing Day sees heights to the south, and we see a cold and frosty day there, if it's correct. And after that, it goes milder again, with the highs to the east and low to the north. Briefly, but this high over here may strengthen, and this low will probably go this way and allow some more colder air in beyond the 28th of December. The ECMWF 12Z run is like this. So starting off today, Wednesday, with a dry day. We're between lows, one to the east and one to the northwest. Beyond that, we see a weak front coming through on Wednesday nights. Then through Thursday, we see a nice bright day. Before Friday, we start to see this very, moist southwesterly flow coming in as a result of this high to the south. Then through the weekend, the high pulls away, and we see these troughs on the flow here, and they will enhance rainfall risks, especially in the west and north. Through Monday, we see a cold front come through, and that does bring that brings a cooler spell. Hiccups. That brings a cooler spell through Tuesday and Wednesday. But we see no sign of colds until we see this very cold trough, extremely deep lows here towards Iceland, Greenland, and so on. Actually, huge PV. We see hot rising to the west. This low may come through this way and drop some colder air in. It may do so. I'm not putting any money up yet, because Christmas is a very dodgy time for weather. It's like they know it's Christmas, so it's extra hard to predict. It's always a guessing game for Christmas. It always loves changing. There's never ever been a Christmas, I think, that's been straightforward to predict. Never. I mean, just think back to 2021. That was a huge letdown, and I don't want that again. So I'm not getting hopes up yet. So here is the UK Met run. So brief dry spell tomorrow. Today, Wednesday. I'm recording it on Tuesday. Then we see this next low coming in through Wednesday and Thursday, so on. Through Friday, then the doors high to the south, strengthening, bringing up these very mild southwesterly winds. Through Saturday and Sunday, then we see these lows getting closer, so we see rain in the mix as well. Then we get a cold front on Monday, and beyond that we go cooler, but still westerly. GEM, Canadian run. Through Wednesday, briefly drier. Thursday, nothing much going on Thursday, but early on, some rain will come through. Friday and Saturday, long fetch southwesterly winds, and that low through Sunday will bring the risk of rain and strong winds as well. Quite a deep trough there actually for a time. Cold front on Monday will bring cooler air, as the name suggests. Then this trough is watching because it drops southwards, and this Azores high pulls away from us, so it allows some colder air in. By the end of it, you can see this -5 ice storm through the country by Friday the 22nd of December. Here is the icon run. We're nearly done. Hover on. That'd be good. Cool. So Wednesday, dry day. We know what's happening. Thursday, high to the south, low to the north, flat westerly, but dry. Friday, we see the high to the south. The high to the south is intensifying, and you know the story. Long fetch, moisture-laden southwesterly winds come in for the weekends. Very long fetch. I mean, look at that big airstream. The 10 size storm gets in. But there's the cost of rainfall and drizzle and whatnot. Usual gloom. And then after that, interesting, we have the Azores high ridging westwards. Actually, very intense high. Heights rising towards Canada. Deep trough into Greenland, moving towards Scandinavia, and a northerly plunge forming. This is very interesting, but again, you know, it's risky business. It's Christmas time. It's risky. I mean, you know what I mean. And finally, here is the Arb Hairs run. So today is Wednesday, so that means that, well, okay, today's a dry day. You know, it's Wednesday. It doesn't mean that every Wednesday is dry. Let's rephrase that. Today's a dry day. It just is a dry day. Okay, Thursday is westerly, and we see a few showers in the north, but otherwise it's dry and sunny. Friday, again, same old story. High to the south, ridging towards us, but doesn't come far enough north to actually give us some nice dry weather, and we stay quite damp and gloomy with these long fetch southwesterly winds. Upper temperatures though, 10 southwestern engulfing islands. So I mean, there we go. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you tomorrow, today in the evening, or tomorrow Thursday in the morning. It depends on how early I get to record this video, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.